Hello people, what's going on? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. I hope you are all doing well. I really do hope that, dear sweet friends, and welcome back to the sort of Chelsea news, of course, where I'm evaluating the transfer market as changes are developing in big stories. Of course, Tammy Abraham to Atalanta, sensational story, really. I want to get into that a little bit. And of course, Romelu Lukaku, the big banger. An elite gunman, top 4, 5, maybe even top 4 strikers in the world. Wait, who have we got here? We got Harry Kane, we got Robert Lewandowski, you got Erling Haaland, and you got Lukaku. Yeah, top 4, surely top 4. A top 4 striker coming to save Chelsea with their chance conversion woes. I was going to say chance creation woes. No problem there. Lots of stuff happening regarding that. So strap yourselves in, subscribe if you're new. Make sure you have the bell notifications icon pressed when you subscribe, because I'm uploading content so ruddy fast at the moment that you want to keep up. You want to be notified, friends. Yeah, lots to get into today. Tammy Abraham and Lukaku. Let's start off with Tammy Abraham. Here we go. From Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea are prepared to sell Tammy Abraham abroad if an agreement can be reached with Atalanta. Meeting in the next days to open talks. Atalanta are ready to offer €40 million for Tammy. Now that's probably a little bit closer to what Chelsea want for Tammy Abraham, but only in the case Inter will ask for Duván Zapata as a potential Lukaku replacement. Of course, this is the chain reaction at the moment. Lukaku to Chelsea, Zapata to Inter, and then Tammy Abraham to Atalanta. Now, let's talk about this a little bit before we talk about Big Rom. Atalanta, right? I'm going to do a banter line here now, so here it comes. From being linked to mid-table clubs like Aston Villa and Arsenal Football Club, Tammy Abraham is now being linked with Atalanta. Free scoring Atalanta. Champions League club Atalanta. Finished 1 point off second in Serie A last season. Atalanta. They're an exciting, excellent club, man. They play real free-flowing, attacking football, high octane. He will have the opportunity to score a lot of goals, Tammy Abraham. And seemingly €40 million is good. He's got, 2 years left on his deal. He's out of favour from the current coach. Selling out of the Premier League is difficult to make money. Well, the big deals are coming into the Premier League, or Premier League to Premier League, of course. So that seems like a wicked solution. And personally, from a fan's perspective, this is perfect. I like Tammy Abraham, and I understand why he's going. I'm not going to cry or whinge about it, but I would have liked him to hang around in the squad, but I don't think he can start. So it's a weird, unique situation, and I would much prefer Tammy Abraham goes and has a wicked experience abroad, then starts scoring goals for Arsenal to try and get them back into European football. Yes, I know his family are all Arsenal fans, this, that, and the other, but yeah, I'd much prefer. Atalanta's such a cool move as well, and you know what? Do you know why personally I think this deal is likely to happen? Well, if Zapata goes and all that, in terms of the deals available, why I think it's likely to happen, because Tomori went to Milan and he's not looked back, and he's absolutely loving it. Milan, of course, finished second in Serie A. Atalanta finished 1 point off them, so they're both two excellent clubs in Italy at the moment. And he'll look at Tomori, who's having the time of his life, learning Italian, playing in a new culture, a new country, and he'll be thinking, you know what, I can do that too. And he'll be able to go to, he's a striker, he'll be able to go to an attacking team, score loads of goals, and they can share that experience together. I think Bergamo's not that far from Milan, so yeah, great. They can hang out. They can hang out in Italy. They can hang out playing in Serie A, and it will be just loads and loads of fun for them. It's a wicked transfer. Honestly, it's perfect for me. It's like I wanted them to go to Dortmund. I thought that would be really cool. I equally think Atalanta would be cool, and I don't want to see him scoring goals against us in the Premier League. So perfect for me. And if they are willing to pay up to €40 million, bang, bang, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and all that stuff. I think it's an excellent transfer, personally. So that's wicked, I think. Let's move on and talk about Big Rom then. We'll look at another tweet from Fabrizio here. Chelsea are now pushing to sign Romelu Lukaku and to complete the deal as soon as possible. Lukaku's open to accept personal terms. Yeah, we know that theoretically or reportedly that the personal terms are done. 12 million euro net if Inter and Chelsea will agree. 250k a week is what has been reported and what I've spoken about on the channel before. And I actually think that's a really fine deal. You know, I thought he'd be on 350 or something. So I'll be very happy with that. New official Chelsea bid coming soon. Fee expected to be more than 110 million euro. Now, this is important. When he says more than 110 million euro, maybe just tipped over. Because I use a calculator. And 110 euros in pounds is 93 million pounds. I think it could be a bit more and still be under 100 million pounds. It could be like 95 million pounds or something. Remember, Lukaku's told Inter now that he would like to go, and you know, if they put a bid in, could you accept it? If it's acceptable, I'm good to go. Do you know what I mean? That's what the reports are saying. And if we get Romelu Lukaku for under 100 million pounds in this climate, when, like I said, I've just reeled off the elite strikers in Europe at the moment, and there's not many. And Lewandowski, one of the four, is in pushing his mid-30s now, so he's not really like a viable option for purchase in that sense. I mean, you know, he'd probably bang goals for a season or two, but you know what I mean? Like, it makes a lot more sense. Jack Grealish, who's just gone to Man City for 100 million pounds. Jack Grealish is a quality player, and I'm not here to say he's worth it or he's not worth it. He's worth it to City if they're willing to pay it and they're not breaking any rules. He's definitely got loads of quality and is a very effective player in the Premier League. But goals come at a premium. Goals cost money. We've seen that time and time again in world football and Premier League football and stuff. So if Chelsea get Romelu Lukaku in his prime for less than 100 million, you know, less than what City paid Jack Grealish for, the optics are now quite good. And it also means Chelsea won't be breaking the British transfer record on a player. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm theorising and speculating. When you've got chief negotiator Marina Granovskaya, who is generally very good at driving down prices on purchases and cranking up prices on sales, all I'm saying is there is a chance that Chelsea buy Romelu Lukaku for under 100 million pounds. In this climate, in this situation, that is a, not snip, but a very agreeable deal, in my opinion. Very agreeable, considering Inter had promised not to sell him. Considering Lukaku said he wasn't going anywhere. You know, add all that up together, do you know what I mean? That is an amazing deal. Also, something else I want to comment on. Apparently Chelsea have got a sell-on clause for Romelu Lukaku. Every time, I mean, United definitely have this as well. And so reportedly, so do Anderlecht, the club that Chelsea bought Lukaku from. I don't know if Everton have got anything in there, but certainly I know Chelsea did in this report. It's only like £2 million, but that is still 2 million. Do you know what I mean? So that's worth mentioning that he'll be, that obviously rather than Chelsea getting compensated, it will just be knocked off the price maybe. I don't know how it works. It'll be difficult to see how it works. But it's worth mentioning as well. Look, Romelu Lukaku for under 100 million pounds in this climate when there's seemingly no strikers. And remember, Fabrizio Romano said this on his YouTube channel only yesterday or the day before regarding Erling Haaland. For Dortmund to even consider entering talks, to even pick up the phone to Chelsea for Erling Haaland, they'd have to bid 100, or they'd have to at least have 175 million euro. 175 million euro, and like, how much is that? One in pounds. I'm so bad. Sorry, guys. 175 million euros in pounds is 150 million pounds. So it could be more than, theoretically, again, Erling Haaland could cost more than 50 million pounds extra than Lukaku. And again, you know, he does look like he'll score goals everywhere, Haaland. But there obviously is a benefit of seeing Lukaku play in the Premier League and knowing he can score goals. And more importantly, and probably most importantly, Thomas Tuchel said yesterday in the press conference they'd be interested in a striker who can play with his back to goal. and that is Lukaku personified. His link-ups play is good. He's he's good in most situations, but what he's king at is playing with his back to goal, half turn, bang, goal, bang, goal, bang, goal. You play it into Lukaku in the penalty box. I don't want to do him a disservice by saying he's just a penalty box striker, because he's not. He's played on the wing for Belgium, and he's done all sorts of stuff, and he's developed his game so much. And we saw a lot of that in the Euros as well, where he showcased his immense ability as a centre forward. So you got Tuchel saying how this is the profile of player that we want. Maybe there's a reason why Chelsea never went in for Haaland officially. There's talks, but maybe there's no bid, because Tuchel said, you know what, Lukaku's the kind of player I want, the kind of player I like. He looks pretty good, and we move. So we get him for £100 million. If we sell Tammy for 40 million, we've almost paid for Lukaku with player sales this summer. That's immense. That's crazy. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Of course, keep it locked, because every time there's some interesting stuff that I want to talk about, and I think you guys might be interested in hearing about regarding the transfer market and the transfer stories, I will do it here on Football Therapy. So keep it locked, friends. Bell notifications icon on. Please do consider dropping a like on your way out, friends. Enjoy the football, and I'll see you later.